So for these now, we have quartics. So we want to factor these. And the first one is treat like a quadratic. So we're going to see what multiplies to 36 and adds to negative 13. So we can use negative 9 and negative 4. And we're going to write them as x squared minus 9, x squared minus 4, since you can use the shortcut, and it's treat like a quadratic. Each one of these can now be factored further using difference of squares. So x plus 3, x minus 3, and then x plus 2, x minus 2. So we're going to set each of these to 0. So we get negative 3, we get 3, we get negative 2, and positive 2. So we're going to do a quick sketch. So we have negative 3, oops, out there, negative 2, 2, and 3. Since we have x to the 4th and it's positive, both ends are going to be going up. So if we follow the shape of this, here's our rough sketch. We want where it's less than 0. So we're going to look below the x-axis. We're going to look here and here. So it doesn't include it since there's no line underneath the inequality symbol. So we're going to say that from negative 3 to negative 2, it's below the x-axis, and they're both in parentheses because they don't include the negative 3 or the 2. And then also from 2 to 3. And if we put this on a number line, we have negative 3, negative 2, 2, and 3. And they're going to be open circles at negative 3 and negative 2. And then also open circles at 2 and 3. And it's what's in between those. Okay, and with the last one, we could take out a GCF. So we're going to take out the x squared first, and we're left with x squared plus 6x minus 7. And then we're going to factor that like a regular quadratic. So multiplies to negative 7 and adds to 6. So plus 7 and minus 1. When we go to solve these, this one's going to give us 1. This one will give us negative 7. And then this one is going to give us 0 of multiplicity 2, since there's 2 zeros there. So when we go to sketch this, we have negative 7, we have 0, and we have 1. It's an x to the 4th, and both ends are going to point up since it's positive. So it's going to be a multiplicity at 0, so we have like a little quadratic parabola happening there. And then we want to know where this is greater than or equal to. So here is greater than, since it's above the x-axis, and here. So we're going to say from negative infinity, which is going to be in a parenthesis, since it can't include it, to negative 7, which is going to be in a square bracket. And then, since it says greater than or equal to 0, we have to include our 0 of multiplicity. So we're going to say from 0 to 0. So that just means at the point 0, where x is 0, that's part of where it's greater than or equal to 0. And then, so I'm just going to make like a little dot there. And then from 1, which we're going to put in a bracket, to infinity with a parenthesis. So now we have 3 pieces here. So I'm going to have negative 7, 0, and 1. So close circle at negative 7, and we're going to the left since it's negative infinity. We're just going to have a dot at 0, and then a closed circle at 1 going to the right.